culture. For example, in Palermo, which is the most important Sicilian city, we can find today lots of buildings characterized by the agriculture. While an example of Greek art is the Valley of the Temples in Agrigento. Now we are going to show you some of the most beautiful cities in all the island. Palermo. The city was populated at first by the Phoenicians and then named Panormus during the ancient Romance period. It was also part of the Roman Empire of the centuries, while it became the center of the Italian literature and culture during the kingdom of Federico II. Today it is the chief town of Sicily and one of the largest and most beautiful cities, also filled with lots of ancient monuments. Agrigento was founded on a plateau overlooking the sea, with two nearby rivers, the Ipsus and the Gragas, and a ridge to the north offering a degree of natural fortification. Its establishment took place around 582-508 BC and is referred to Greek colonized from Gela, who named it Gragas. Trapani. The foundation of the city turns around ancient legends. In the first legend, Trapani stemmed from the cycle which fell from the hand and the goddess Demeter while she was seeking for her daughter Persephone, who had been kidnapped by elves. The second myth features Saturn, god of the sky, who eviscerated his father Cronus with a sickle which, falling to the sea, created the city. In ancient times, Saturn was the good protector of Trapani.
The spinning top was very popular during the Roman and Greek age. Once the top game was really particular. There was a great circle divided in 10 numbered sectors drawn on the ground, and each sector belonged to a specific score. The purpose of the game was making the top rotating in the middle in order to reach the highest score. The game was spread around the 14th century, especially in England, but spinning tops were also very popular among the North and South American Indians, even before the Columbus discovery in 1492. How to play today? So, there are several ways to play with the spinning top, but the most important and widespread among the children is the classical one. So each player puts his top on the ground, making it rotate exactly in the same moment with the others. At this point, the top are rotating in a kind of circle arena, so they can clash one another as if they are fighting. The winner is the top who collapses last. Here we have a very particular picture. There is a man holding a rotating with the top on his hand. That's a very difficult shape to do. And then we arrived at the most important question of today. That's why does not a spinning top collapse? This is a video of a rotating top. In this case, the rotation is produced by twisting the top stick. That's perfectly balanced. So, in order to explain the physical principles interested in the rotation, we will tell you what happened about 3 months ago during a top game. So, a group of guys is playing with some spinning top. You can see Gloria on the right, Maria Elena on the left, and Nino that is preparing his top for a launch in the middle. Is Nino while throwing his top to the ground. While they are playing, one of them asks a strange but really interesting question. Guys, in your opinion, how can it be possible for a top to stay up while turning? This question makes a discussion between the guys, so everyone started expressing opinions about it. Let me show you the first opinion. Nino. So, in Nina's opinion, the top can collapse because the rotation makes it move in such a strong speed, so it cannot fall at the ground. So it's a really good guess, but we need more specific information. The second is Alex. So, in my opinion, it doesn't fall down because while rotating, the whole mass of the top is concentrating around the axis, so the top remains balanced. And last but not least, Maria Elena. So according to her, the top doesn't collapse because while it's moving, the centrifugal force balances the gravity force and makes the axis in perpendicular with the ground. That's quite a strange opinion, but let's move on. So the day after that, during the lesson, the guys asked their teacher for information about that particular physics effect.
Show you that the physics can be found in everywhere, in a toy or in the nature. The idea of this toy became studying. While we were studying, we asked ourselves, but if an object falls from a table, does it fall vertically or with a parabolic motion? We didn't know this, so to demonstrate this and to see it, we decided to build this toy. We added some rules, and in our toy you can find other physics topics. The aim of the object is to get the smallest ball in a plate. It starts launching the first ball through a rubber band, and it should hit the second ball. That falling will start up a lever. The lever will hit the second ball, the third ball, and falling, this ball will ends up on a lever. And the other arm of the lever contains the smallest ball that flying will arrive in our plate. Now Gloria will dip the elastic force and the rigid body equilibrium.
When the first ball is pushed by the rubber band, an elastic force acts on it. The elastic force is directly proportional to displacement from the equilibrium position. The second topic that we find is the rigid body equilibrium. It is given by two very important conditions. The sum vector of forces and movements is zero. The third one is the motion of a bullet thrown horizontally. It consists in the superposition of two motions: a horizontal uniform motion that the ball keeps for inertia, and a uniformly accelerated motion in a straight vertically. Putting on system the laws of these two motions, isolating T and replacing it, we obtain this law. Y is equal to minus half G divided by initially motion square x square. The last topic, but one, is the motion of a bullet thrown obliquely. With a calculation similar to that above, we obtain this formula.
dell'istituto.